Hello, this is Dustin with Home Mender, and today we're doing a simple vanity install. We've already got the old one ripped out. We're going to put this new one in. It's not as hard as you would think. I'm going to show you how. Let's get to it. Alright, so I got this sweet combo kit from Home Depot. It was like $189. Comes with the top and it looks like it's not rental property stuff. It looks a little bit fancy. And since we want to sell the house, we're going to try to dress it up a little bit. Let's slide my vanity up against the wall. Now, ideally I would want to line it up with the light fixture because there's nothing else here. So we're just going to try to eyeball it, and that's where I'd want to put it. Now let's find a stud and screw it to the wall. I can see my stud right beside my drain line, so it's going to be right here. Go ahead and secure that. Not too tight, you don't want to break the back of the board. And if it lifts it up off the ground, you might need to shim it behind or underneath. Side to side I'm level, but the front tips up, so we're going to have to do something about that. Awesome. Now we can prep our sink. I've got the faucet here. It's a Chatfield and it looks pretty fancy, brush nickel. Let's go ahead and secure the nuts underneath. Now you can center it. Making sure this line and this line are parallel. Give it a snug. And we've got the drain assembly here. Now this says not to use plumber's putty because it's got the little foam dealy, so we're not going to use plumber's putty on this one, but I like to. Here we go, we can just thread this down. Pull the black washer down. Go ahead and put that in the drain and get that threaded on. And once you know it's hand tight, you can start tightening your nut underneath. Now this little spout here has to face to the back so we can secure the pop-up. Go ahead and tighten this nut down. Now when you have plastic to plastic threads, you're not supposed to need Teflon tape. So I don't know, I'm still on the fence about it. I've gotten comments about people saying, you don't need to use it, but then I got leaks sometimes and you just gotta make sure. I don't like to have to come back on a job, so I will use the tape. Alright, now I am going to give this another little quarter turn with a wrench, but right now it's pretty good. I have two washers here that probably go to the pop-up. So we're going to stick this in the drain, and I like to put this flat side towards the back, because I think that's right. And you stick it in there and you can kind of see it. So I've got this little concave washer. I'm going to put that one in first, just because I think that's supposed to support the ball. Bam. I've never seen that black O-ring before, so it's going to be interesting to see if this actually works. I don't see any other place that it could go. Alright. Now we're going to take our little rod deal. See, that's going to go down like so. Let's loosen the screw on this one. Slides down in that hole. Just like so. And then we can tighten this one down with a wrench. Alright. Now these little C-clips, you have to adjust it. Let's see. When this handle goes up, the stopper goes up. So we put it on like so, here, and then clip that back on again. Just like that. And we're also gonna prep our water lines. These are the steel braided faucet lines that go to 3/8 cutoff. Go ahead and snug them down. Got some clear tub and tile adhesive caulk. I'm just gonna goop it along the trail. And then more little in the corners. We'll do a little bit more. Just to give it something to adhere to. And across the back. Yay, I found a camera arrangement to get you in here with me. Okay, so we've got these. The hotline obviously can just be fed onto the hotline. The right is the cold. You can go ahead and put that on. And we'll hand tighten them for now, and then we'll go back and snug everything up. Now they do have this sweet wall bend kit. It's 1.25 inches. All right, so if we get our new wall bend put in, you can see if we put our wall bend in there that this is not lined up with this, but we can correct that with the trap. Now we do have still an issue. Look how much taller this new sink is compared to my old sink. It brings me down here. That's where this 1.25 inch extension tube comes in handy. Gasket. Now we can see that we have the distance, we have the length, but we still need to cut our wall bend back a little bit. So I'm just gonna guess the wall mark and cut it with a hacksaw. Don't forget your nuts. We gotta put the trap one on first, then the scutcheon, then the metal ring, and then the washer. Now let's test it. Make sure it's gonna fit. And I think that's good. It feels good. I'm gonna go ahead and snug this down, and I'm missing another nut right here. And one more gasket. You want those to go on perfectly straight, so it'll create a nice seal. Make sure you get a good turn on yours at the wall, because that's where it likes to leak and then leak down into the wall. Give it a couple more snugs on the back. Alright, now don't forget to snug up your water lines too if you didn't already. I'm gonna tighten this down and this guy, and we should be good to go. And let's get our bucket ready just in case. Okay, gonna valve these bad boys back on. Yeah, alright, it's looking sharp, but is it leaking? A good way to test it is to plug the sink up and fill it up. Now we're gonna take a look at our joint under here. Make sure that's good to go. We're looking good, but we are leaking at the wall, back in the back. I'm gonna give it a couple more snugs and see if we can't get that to work. Dry it up and try it again. And don't forget to caulk with some tub and tile where the sink meets the wall. If you just do a nice little bits like that, fill the hole, a little finesse on the trigger, it won't be so messy. Just get in there where you can. Now tub and tile is really messy, so I like to use my finger and then wipe it on a napkin, something I can throw away. So that's it, easy vanity install. That wasn't too hard. I hope it gave you the confidence to try it yourself. You just saved you a couple $100 and your bathroom is that much prettier. So for the Home Mender, I'm Dustin. I hope you learned something today, and if you did, don't forget to click subscribe. Thanks for watching.